Is that better? All right. Okay. So I'll repeat what I said when I started off. This is Golden Goddess. Um, Sajimon blatantly banned me. I could almost see the conversation, but he had to destroy the world and everything in it by making her shut down and get off the internet rather than let me talk shit to him in his chat. But whatever. Call me a wank, call me an asshole. Don't really care. I got Exo Bondi on the left and Candy Lisa. No, Exo Bondi on the right and Candy Lisa on the left of my other two monitors because complete degenerate and stuff like that. Anyway, with that in mind. All right, so by the way, trigger warning. We're gonna talk about Nazis in respect to the African Axis or the African Africa Corps and those guys, because nobody talks about you know real people who were getting it done during the Nazi war. We only talk about the final solution, and then how people really just couldn't get enough of Hitler. But whatever, there was more than just Hitler in the Nazi solution. Okay, so just so you know, there's a picture. If you see it, it's some guy really happy to shoot a kid, and he's just got a gun to his head, and like there are like 7 or 8 of these pictures. There might be more. All right, but let's talk about it. Rommel is the man in the middle. The sides are his SS. The kid is blonde, but not German. He's more Slavic. Basically, he fragged one and a half, two, or like maybe multiple people. But there are multiple pictures because this was a serious problem among the SS and their not the SS, but among the Reich and theirs. All right. This is the truth of the picture and why me and Putin keep going at it, which is funny because I'm just here and Putin is a fucking maniacal despot, so he doesn't know how to do anything but fuck with the wrong man. In which case, I guess he really did know I was a serious problem because fuck it. You know what? If you go fuck with the wrong man and he can fuck with you back, you were fucking with the right man, all right? But they're all Rommel's kids. Like as far as I know, every single one of those pictures is one of Rommel's kids, if not somebody very high end in the Reich. But I think he sends them home more. But then they get mad at him, so fuck it. All of Rommel's children, because the Nazis like to do, go spread your seed, spread it everywhere, spread it as far as you can, spread it so fucking far that it don't matter. You know why? Because you were the best at killing people, and we need more like that. So do it. Anyway, they're his kids on like all ends. The SS are his mans in them. The kid is his genetic progeny. It's one of his sons. The guy taking a picture is usually a black guy from the Africa Corps who survived a fragging attempt or beat the kid and then the kid killed him or tried to kill him and somebody else, and that's the guy that survived. Anyway, like child or not, it's the Jonah and the whale scenario because all the kids are Jonahs and the whale is fucking Rommel. The issue is that because the Africa Corps has nothing but black soldiers, which I'll get into it, like, and I mean black as in not white, okay? So fucking kill yourselves if you think you're white in a real sense without putting a knife in somebody, because then you're white, and then we'll find out how white you are because you either take the rap for it or you don't. And if you don't take the rap for it, you kill them in the black, which is the dark of night, and that's cool. But if you take the rap for it regardless of race and you're just like, yeah, fuck it, dude, I fucking killed that man, fuck you, you're in the white. And if people are like, oh, no, you did the right thing, you're even more in the white, okay? Anyway, um, so the Reich is like he's been killing off kids like this, people who are like there are auxiliaries. Like the Africa Corps is made up of African tribesmen and like African like just basically everybody black makes up the foot soldiers and infantry. Um, the people from the Arabian Peninsula who are down with the Nazis, they do the logistics because they know the area and they know how to get shit from like Germany out there, and people from India and stuff are the auxiliaries for meds. They do all the medical staffing and stuff. Okay, this will all come important later. All right, basically that's the Africa Corps in a nutshell. as people from the Reich die, they replace people in the motherfucking people who are black replace people in the tanks and stuff. So now people have tanks. All right. So no matter what, like Rommel takes pride in you as a murderous bastard until you fucking fail or until you show fucking cowardice. He really hates cowardice. Failing is semi okay. You know, people fail. You can't always get shit done. You will get hurt. You will fail. Being a coward, shooting somebody in the back that's on your team, like it is really just one big team if you think about it. It's you could say sides, you could say war, you could say regiment, you could say comrade, but in the bottom line of it, shooting somebody that's on your side is a fucking no. Okay. It's called fragging, by the way. Okay, just so you know. Also, Nazis are looking so good because of the pageantry. They really knew how to make shit look good no matter what. That was part of the problem with the Nazis. They just made it look so good to be so fucking evil, and their rhetoric was horrible. But goddamn, do they make it look fucking good? You know, that's the problem. Like, look at the Olympic Games. Nobody gave a fuck about the Olympic Games. We've been doing it for thousands of years. Nazis get it. They're like, yeah, let's make a thing of it. Let's show that we're better than everyone else. Do they win the most medals? I think they won the most medals that year next to America. But America used niggers, as they say, as Hitler would say. And niggers are animals, and they beat us in a lot of shit. Fuck you. And that's where we're at with that. Anyway, majority of the Hitler Youth sent to study under Rommel are doing ha 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 fuck you. Why are there black people here? I'm important. Ha ha fuck you. And then they're finding out they're gonna get smoked by black people, Arabs, or fucking Indians in the end of it. Indians are more likely to litigate and be like, dude, tell this dude to shut up or else I won't heal him. Tell this dude to shut up or else I'll fucking inject him with air and he'll die. I don't really care. I can just say he's a fuck up. And you know what's funny? Everybody here who's on medical is Indian. So if you talk too much shit, call us Hajis or something, you get to go down too, bitch. Ha ha ha. Who's laughing now? Ha ha ha. And that's where we're at, okay? But mostly, Rhine kids come in, they're pampered, they're really doing ha 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 stuff in a I'm a good kid way. I was raised in the Rhine. I'm part of the Reich. I'm Hitler Youth. He. And then Rommel's like, oh, that's cool. These are the troops, and we're gonna go kill people. And he's like, okay, I can kill people. Why are these Negroes, these niggers, killing better than me? These fucking black animals. That's what Hitler called them. He called them black animals. Why? And that's when people are like, yo, you want to fight them? You want to talk some shit about people? You want to fight? We can fight over it. You got to fight them like legitly though. And that's what it was like. What do you mean? No, you don't get to shoot a gun at this. This is hands. This is knife. Do whatever you want. You want to take pistols at them? I bet you they've been shooting longer. They'll shoot you. All right. And that was too American for Rommel. He was like, you can't come out here with the guys that will willfully kill and mow everybody down in ha ha. This is like cutting the lawn way. Who also like these are people who hunt lions on occasion because we can convert them, and then talk shit and then proceed to be like, why did he beat me when you're just a whiny little white kid? No offense to everybody on all of these terms, but this is what we're going for, all right? We're going for realism. Where this is all this is fucking historical context, okay? This is historical context, okay? Um, so Rommel's solution is just start killing the Hitler Youth to openly show he'll keep the peace and keep his troops. If nothing else, happy, because fuck it. They showed the truth, which is that he will kill every single man, woman, and child to get his goal done, which is making Germany a better place. He didn't give a fuck about the final solution. He didn't give a fuck about anything. He was just like, dude, I'm German. This is the way the country went. Now they're Nazis. But I've been in World War One. This is World War Two. I just keep it going, bro. All right. So these kids, these Slavic kids, Putin thinks they were him or somebody who was related to him, maybe his dad, maybe his uncle. Doesn't matter. They got slayed in real fucking ways, and he takes offense to that because black kids kept taking the pictures like, hey, bro, remember this when you go to hell or wherever it is you go, because fuck it. Daddy said you gotta die, and daddy don't care about the eye so much because it ain't gonna come up because we started dark as shit. So we gonna take a picture because we can only kill you once and it'll last longer. Click! I got to use a camera! I got to use a camera! Holy shit! Stole the dude's soul for real because now his brains are all on the floor. Throw him in with the rest of the bodies. We got shit to do. All right, so there's that. Um, so Rommel like Rommel really took up with those guys. Rommel dies. Everybody that makes up the Southern Axis in the Africa Corps, they all quit. They're like, we're done here. We're done. Like, um, like people who are like, he could have won it all, but we killed him. Are like, it's his fault to die for them. And everybody who was really fighting for him was like, oh, he did. Well, we done. The ball's gone. We ain't here. No more. People like Lawrence of Arabia are just kickoffs, and they're British kickoffs. Because fuck it, you can be a British expat, do it up as the Sheik of Arabe with all of her clothes off, if you know the song. Um, and like that pretty much runs shit. Okay. Like you have to understand that like people go on to do other things like there are other people there, but you have to remember most Russians are like, and this is long term remembrance, okay? Most Russians are black of brown of hair, or and brown of blue of eye, i.e., Sasha Grey and Voldemort Zelensky. Direct Habsburgs, commonly referred to as Romanovs, are red of hair and blue of eye, like Anastasia, Alexei, and everybody who dies to Rasputin. I remember his name now, but fuck that dude. Dude, you would never understand when they exhumed his body how much it took to fucking kill the man. But good for him. All right. Most of the royal Romanovs, like the high-end royal Romanovs, with the exception of whoever Sasha Grey's family was, because they're killed in royal purges. Rest of them, depending on how close you were to the crown, you join the communist side or you get smoked and purged again. Um, okay, let's see now. Ukrainian women without the freckles, regardless, because there are women with freckles and there are women without freckles. Women with freckles lean more towards Irish. You'll notice that all of the freckles are there until they do a shitload of meth or go through something traumatic, and then they're like high and white, and that's how it goes. But that's where we're at. Um, they remember the true Nazi ways in a way because fucking Slavic bloc, and they're just like, yeah, we don't like Putin. He's a coward. He's also working for bad Nazis that are preaching like a lot of crazy shit. But it's mostly like religious and racial intolerance for the most part. One of those two things. You got to remember the Church of Russia and all that, much like the Church of England and stuff like that. They're still taking issue with them. Crimea is the starting point. They rob everybody on the island, take what they want, take the take the people, kill them when they're resistant, and then everybody else is bred and kidnapped. Um, you know, because fuck it. The official NATO or UN policy is they consider it internal Nazi European politics or dispute, but that is not their fucking issue. Like fuck it, you'll figure yourself out, and then we'll figure out what's left afterwards because that's how we solve things. Okay. Um. Okay. Rommel died in the middle of the day, right as I'm born. 40 years later, Tibetan Book of the Dead. No big deal. I'm either his revenge or I'm cruising to be his avatar, but I really don't want to be his avatar because of the way he went out. I did eat cyanide in the mental asylum though, because fuck it, you're gonna give it to me as something dipped in food. Fuck it, I'll do it. Also, that shit cut down telepathy for like an entire day, but I didn't die, so fuck it. Dies with the sun up so he can be buried via in Jewish tradition, rots in the sun. Dude, from what I understand, it was not. He just took cyanide. He like you have to understand this man was brutally shot to shit in a Spitfire incident and had gone through a lot of other shit. And they proceeded to kill him and like his three leads. Like he kept one of each of the racials just around. One the like Indian guy was his doctor, the Arab guy was king of logistics, and the he had two SS Rommels. He had one that was his kid that was blackish because that dude was white or at least looked kind of white, more of a Scandinavian, which is high end white because fuck it, he'll fucking smoke shit for real. Let's do some war shit. And the other one was fucking like a Rommel fucking direct kickoff for SS or at least a body double. Cause fuck it. Everybody dies, by the way. It's just how you died and how many you actually kill on your way out. And I'll get into that later and maybe some other time. He rots in the sun because Zoroastrian tradition. I have an entire paper on how to die if we really get into it. So this is what everybody gets. This is everybody's cash prizes at the end of this shit, okay? The Indians get the war purse. They get all the actual like paper money. Gandhi uses this to fund his peaceful revolution. He's got the medical staff, and he's got all those fucking dollar bills to buy medicine and stuff. You'll notice even today, they run the medical industry in real ways if you know what's up, regardless. Don't ever call a man a TWA. He might have you killed by actual TWAs, okay? Third world assassin because you think he doesn't practice good medicine. Third world assassin because you decide to go be haha imperialistic in another country. Your wife gets raped and people get shot or stabbed or like mugged because you were just there and you were easing pickings. Maybe they offer you a shitload of drugs for a little bit of money and the drugs are just too pure for your little personal ass because you ain't done shit. All right. Um, they blame the blacker guys because it's colorism, and they want to side with the Arabians on it, but they don't so much side as them. They're like we can all work together. Okay. The Arabians they get they get like all the gold bars, like all the solid gold that they had, like the real fucking gold. Like I'll beat you to death with this gold brick, bro. Just enjoy your pain. They get that. Um, they also keep like all the horrors and a lot of the drugs and a lot of the psyop equipment because Nazi propaganda says we set you up with a fucking Stepford real hard. Number one, Stepford. The term didn't come up until like Jerry Ford because you got to step up for that. All right. Yeah. Back to. Oh, by the way, when you think of what happens to all these people, like all the horrors, and like they also keep anybody who wanted to leave the Africa Corps in a real way and be like, we'll take care of you, but you need to like, you can't go to Argentina because it's far away. It's on the other side of the world. But we got a place for you. People end up in like Dubai, Qatar, stuff like that. You know, because fuck it, we get to do crazy Nazi science until they hunt us all down and kill each other. Because fuck it. If you need a classic example of somebody who, and I'm willing to get hit hard for slander and libel of this. If you want a classic example of somebody who is a long term, I've been working for the Nazis and I know no better animal, talk to Brian Conti or James Dean, the porn star, in real ways. Just saying, all right. And that's just what I know. I don't know if Sasha Grey's a subvert like that. She's just high in Slavic, so she gonna do some things in a this is a society way. And they made it a fun gamesy for her, even if it wasn't always fun gamesy. Yep. They will take you in sets because you know they have to keep racial purity, so they'll steal you and your brother or you and your sister, and they'll break the genes out and then break the genes back down in. Uh, the Africa Corps, the black guys, the Negroes, they they like these aren't American Negroes, by the way. These are people who really like to kill, were given the weapons, and then really showed they could. Uh, Africa Corps are allowed to keep the STGs, tanks, panzers, and howitzers, which are like the artillery, like you know, just shoot and aim and fucking do that. As well as any ammunition and stuff that they could hold on to. Because, you know, it's real hard to take away a gun when the man has a gun in his hand and it's loaded and he says, no, I want to keep it. And they're like, but give us the no, 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 I want to keep the gun. It's my gun. It's my gun. My gun. Mine. Okay? We got that. Um, they proceed to keep everyone who wants to really stay. Like anybody who was like, "Oh no, I'll stay with all the merciless killers." Fuck that. They do good things. Like at the very most, like when they try and take that gun, they'll probably try and take me, but he'll be like, "No, no, no. I got bullets for you. I got bullets for you. Ah, oh, maybe some grenades. They hold though. I got bullets. Um, they had all the leftover like actual stuff because nobody wants to even like do the logistics of taking all that stuff. The number one thing I say is like fucking take um take that shit and sell it at high end auctions right now for Nazi fucking sympathizers or whatever. That's what it's up to now. Okay. Then we have the issue of Virginia Hall. Virginia Hall, as we know, she's missing a leg from the knee down. She's a consummate spy and beautiful. I suggest you look her up. High end Slavic, brown hair, brown eyes. Looks very good in her furred coat at the time. Doesn't look like a very expensive fur, but she had fur at all because it's cold and we haven't invented stuff like polyester and shit to keep warm. That's for other people because it's considered a crazy ass new material that needs to be used for the high end soldiers like Himisia or meth or yogurt because we need to keep the milk going and we need calcium. All right, so Virginia Hall is high-end Slavic woman, beautiful woman in her prime, general badass. In my opinion, she like as a Slavic woman, she's the most resistant woman. Like all of the Nazi grabs become psycho-resistant women in a way. They're like, woo, a little too much time trying to get out these kids against my will or maybe for my will. Maybe they had to show me a little something about don't run away or you better open their legs quicker. We'll take one off. Fuck it. You know how it is. The only thing she was missing is the blue eye for their personal like perfection of what they think is necessary. Um, she had a missing leg. It was either easy access, but it was lost in a hunting accident. She crossed the Alps from Germany to Switzerland with her one leg and a black guy Sherpa. Okay, black guy Sherpa is one of Rommel's men, maybe one of his children, probably most likely. Proceeds to get it out there. All right, grabbed by the Americans on the other side of Switzerland. If Rommel's kid, American says, we'll breed you out. We're going to give you white girls just to get him back. Because fuck you, he's gone. Okay? And that's before the war gets really bad. If you want to see how it opens, watch out Valkyrie. Okay? Went back to spy and do crazy shit. Outside the Vietnamese and the French, this is the most like woman with I will fucking fuck you up for fucking with me in my country that I can think of off the top of my head. Other than like that Hippolyta woman, but she was like she's a slave, so fuck that. But yeah, most resistant woman out of the French and the North Vietnamese or North Viet Cong, as you want to call them. War makes strange bedfellows. Rommel had enough. Like Rommel, you have to understand. He went for a drive uh, and he got shot by a German Spitfire, which was a definitive. You went too far, and you get to get shot for going too far, and nobody there's no calls on it. So he had somebody he wasn't supposed to be with. All right, that's the bottom line. Fuck it, shoot them all. Valkyrie was the plot to kill Hitler, they say, but a Valkyrie is a fucking woman that resurrects the dead and takes them to Valhalla to fight forever. So, what is a real Valkyrie, though, as we talk about this woman? If you ask why Rommel doesn't lead the Reich, and Hitler does, it's mostly because they needed to sell the brown eye to people, and they had to say he was the smarter of the two guys, and he had the rhetoric and the talk. Because people who speak Urdu and Farsi and stuff, like Urdu is the language, and that's like that might have even been something. I don't know. I'm not that fucking with tribals like that. Okay, it might be complete gibberish. It might be like a couple of letters. It might be a couple of words. It might be insulting a whole bunch of people. Who knows? Anyway, he says, "Dude, I'm a soldier. I lead soldiers. Shooters shoot, and I don't lead civilians. So get the fuck away from me, pussies." Um, his death took the Nazi bullets out of the gun because you can't fight a 3-fight war, kill your number one dude, and then have the people behind him go, "We're done here. I'm fucking out. Fuck you. Get the fuck off my face." All right. Rommel is like considered one of the men. Rommel, you magnificent bastard. I read your book. That's Patton. That's our number one guy being like, dude, this guy is the He is the fucking best. Stalin will drive with his wife in the back, and he's just one of the guards up front, and that's the way it is until he's gone and she's still guarded because fuck it, it's Miss Stalin, and then it doesn't matter because nobody gives a fuck anymore because he's gone, and so are the guards. But until all the guards are gone, it's just him. He's just a guard. They're just guards. Guards are still here. He's dead. I'll get a little strange. Oh, they killed him. Whatever. Fuck it. You get used to shit as a communist. Um, let's see now. Um, notes on women grabbed. Women. Women in World War II that got truly grabbed, like grabbed for your genes, like haha, fuck you. You're a classic example of a paradigm, or like, oh, you're so perfect in your genes. Maybe you're beautiful, maybe you're smart, maybe you're smart and beautiful, maybe you're smart, beautiful, and deadly. There's a lot of combinations for why they want you to fuck a whole bunch of Nazis, but fuck it. We got that. Um, they all become consummate spies, if nothing else, from hanging out with spies and trying to have a little something something while they hang out with these spies. Maybe they gotta talk to you real sweetly to get it going on. Maybe they gotta do a little something something to like make it happen. Maybe they're just trying to escape. Some people do. You just don't get to escape far. Like as far as I understand, fucking Virginia Hall was on the drive with Rommel, and he did that whole "I got you, girl," and she got shot, but he got ripped apart. So fuck it. But these women, like, canonically, they go bad. They go fucking mind warp crazy and shit, and they will fucking kill you. Like, if you fuck a woman that has been grabbed hard by like another organization, another person, another set of people, and you treat her the wrong way, she will go straight Hellcat on you, and she'll try and kill you. She might try and kill you, whatever. Um, Black guys have telepathy, and like just assume that if you were in like I'm with the SS for whatever reason and you were a Nazi babe, you were doing a lot of fuck Mary kill. If you got grabbed as a spy, you were doing a lot of fuck Mary kill. It's just shit like that. That's where the game came from for women. It came from World War II and other wars, but mostly World War II and World War One when women actually did something. World War One, nobody likes to think anybody did anything but white guys. But remember Armistice Day and we all play soccer, okay? Or should I say football until somebody fucks it up. Cause we're all tired of fighting at some point. That's when the wars really end. Cause somebody's like, all right, we can't do it, and we really can't do it. But yeah, they play fuck Mary Kill, and it's real Pavlov. Notice some black guys just go straight to sleep after they bust a nut. That's the whole dude. You want to see me dead because I fucked up? Okay, you can pretend for a minute. See, I'm dead. Do you really want this? Do you really want this? Is this something you really want? Because I'll be dead for a minute. If you really want to just finish me off, I'm done. I have a quote. It was his kid, not my son, but when he sleeps, he is my child alone. No eyes to remind me of anyone, not even myself. Virginia, fuck me and die Hall. Okay? Shout out to Roxanne Hall. I've seen her get real mad over a Horcombe, as in coming even though she didn't want to, either for to keep the scene going or to not have to acknowledge she liked the dude for a second. But yo, the body is strange, dude. The body is mad strange. So is the mind. You never know what kind of crazy shit you'll get on. All right, that's a half hour. I'm gonna take a break. Enjoy, guys.